It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 7th of February. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather will stay pretty mild through the weekend. Now, in the Tennessee Valley, the weather will be a little cooler today because there is a surface front that has dipped down into the northern part of the state. But let's take a look at the maps. A lot to talk about this morning. This is the upper air look across the country. Pretty much the same situation today. We have a zonal flow across the country and little small ripples of energy coming across the southern branch of that, producing a few isolated showers. In fact, if you look really carefully this morning on the radar composite, you'll see a few little specks of green. We've got a couple of isolated showers. Most of those are over the eastern half of the state. So again, the chance of isolated showers for the next couple of days, but nothing really widespread. So that surface front has dipped down to near U.S. Highway 278. Notice how Coleman and Haleyville are down to 52. The front is a little south of there, but to the south of that front, we have 60s, mid-60s for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and Anniston. Here's the big picture. And again, notice Huntsville is down to 50, but down to the south, we have 60s elsewhere. So if you're in the Tennessee Valley, highs will be in the 60s today. For the rest of the state, highs go back in the 70s. And we should mention some folks in West Alabama yesterday saw 80, the big 8-0 for the first time this year. So again, this morning there is a dense fog advisory for the Gulf Coast. And around the nation, a series of winter storms will likely affect the northern states. We got a number of winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories there, winter storm watches. But the snow and ice will stay well to the north of here for the next couple of weeks. Here's a look at the severe weather possibilities for today and tonight. No severe storms expected, maybe some thunder on the middle Atlantic coast and for parts of the northwestern states. Tomorrow, a chance of some thunder north of Alabama from Tennessee up into West Virginia. And on day 3, which is Sunday, no thunderstorms expected across the country. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. And wow, heaviest rain in the country, pretty much right over the Tennessee Valley. This is the new guidance this morning. This is suggesting places like Florence, Decatur, Athens, Huntsville, Boaz, Coleman, Haleyville, Hamilton could receive rain amounts in excess of 4 inches, the yellow on that map. Places like Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, rain amounts between 2 and 3.5 inches. And then for South Alabama, the amounts under 2 inches. And the bulk of this really widespread heavy rain will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. And rain will need, this is the new drought monitor that came out yesterday. If you missed it, still 40% of Alabama in some type of drought. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 3. And again, a zonal flow, and there's just enough moisture for a few isolated showers around today with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. That's the high-resolution HER, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And again, you can see the little green specks on radar. So could there be some rain today? Yes, but nothing widespread. And with that surface front just north of Interstate 20, if you're north of Birmingham, highs in the 60s today, 70s for the southern two-thirds of the state. So tomorrow, the front will be lifting northward as a warm front. So it will be warmer for those that were cooler today. High should be in the 70s statewide. And again, isolated showers, nothing widespread. Most places will be dry. Pretty significant winter storm tomorrow for the Great Lakes. Minneapolis, St. Paul, over to Madison, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Detroit, Grand Rapids. So this is Sunday. And the front sags southward again. The front's just kind of meandering back and forth. But the front is still relatively inactive, so you can see just not much rain around. So could there be a shower Sunday? Again, yes, but not much rain. Highs in the 60s for the northern half of the state. Monday, the front stalls out, and again, it's relatively inactive. We'll mention nothing more than scattered showers on Monday. And again, highs, if you're in the Tennessee Valley, you could see highs in the 50s on Monday, 60s for the rest of the state. And then Tuesday, a wave of low pressure forms on the front, and the rain becomes widespread by Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night. North of Alabama, pretty good ice, snow type thing for Kentucky and Missouri, but again, not here, just a lot of rain. And again, the GFS is suggesting there might be a lull on Wednesday before the next big wave comes in here on Thursday. And again, this is not really a severe weather setup. High should be in the 60s, and there could be some thunder, but just a lot of rain. And again, there might be some flooding issues before it all wraps up. And a week from today, this is Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day. Big trough in the western states. And for us, the rain has moved on to the east. But clearly, that middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see multiple waves of rain. The rain can be heavy at times. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, the 16th. And again, a zonal flow and temperatures pretty seasonal. Maybe highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s and 40s. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European Ensemble. Wow, this is between now and the 22nd of February. The mean is up there a little over 5 inches. Very beneficial rain. We'll check temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. Now, this is for Birmingham. We'll see numbers all over the board statewide, but low 70s today, mid to upper 70s tomorrow. Tomorrow should be the warmest day. And then 68 on Sunday, the high Monday, 51. And, of course, you're to the north or south. You need to add or subtract a little bit from these. But mostly 60s next week, lows mostly in the 40s. In the latest long-range guidance, this is for the 14th through the 20th. And, again, we're not seeing any strong evidence of cold air shots in here. In fact, temperatures will likely be above average if this verifies. But please understand, we've got a long way to go. We can have some pretty good cold snaps here in late February and March. And some of the biggest snows in the state have occurred in March. Blizzard of 93, you recall that one. We've had big snows here the first week of April. So winter's not dead yet, but again, we just don't see any sign of bitterly cold air like we saw last month for the next couple of weeks. We had some rough weather last night in East Tennessee. This was Knoxville. This was a tornado-warned storm. There were multiple tornado warnings over East Tennessee. This was some video taken near Pigeon Forge last night. Very vivid lightning, and I know there's been some damage. I don't have the specific details, but a pretty rough night for our friends in East Tennessee last night. But around here, we're showing the signs of spring. Oh, the daffodils kind of responding to the warmth in recent days. It's coming. Before you know it, April's going to be here. And a very nice sunset for many last night. And again, for parts of the state, it was the warmest day so far this year. Tuscaloosa, 81 yesterday. That's a record high. The old record was 80, set back in 2019. Montgomery hit 80 yesterday. So today going to be in Sylacauga, Pinecrest Elementary School. Don't forget, tomorrow going to be at UAH for the Rocket City Weather Fest. I think I'm speaking about 10 o'clock, but that's a day-long event, and it's going to be really good. I've been there many times over the years. It's fantastic. And then after that, I'll be speaking at the Magnolia Trace Retirement Community in Huntsville. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.